Mitzi Gaynor, a star of 1950s big-screen musicals, including the iconic South Pacific and Love Girls, passed away on Thursday at the age of 93. Her death was confirmed by her management team, Reyes and Rosamonda, who revealed that the beloved actress and entertainer died of natural causes. Gaynor's career spanned 8 incredible decades, during which she captivated audiences across multiple mediums, from film to television and even the stage. Her immense contribution to entertainment was commemorated by Reyes and Rosamonda in a heartfelt statement posted on Gaynor's X account, formerly known as Twitter. For 8 decades, she entertained audiences in films, on television, and on the stage. She truly enjoyed every moment of her professional career and the great privilege of being an entertainer, the statement read. They also paid tribute to her vibrant personality and charm beyond the stage, describing her as a caring and loyal friend, and a warm, gracious, very funny, and altogether glorious human being. Born Francesca Marlene de Czanyi von Gerber on September 4, 1931, in Chicago, Illinois, Gaynor's path to stardom seemed almost preordained. Her mother was a dancer, and her father was a musician, a violinist and cellist, giving her a natural inclination toward the arts. Her family later relocated to Detroit and eventually to Los Angeles when Gaynor was 11 years old. This move was a significant turning point in her life, allowing her to continue studying dance under the guidance of her teacher, who had also moved to the city. By 1942, she was performing as part of the corps de ballet at the Los Angeles Civic Light Opera, signaling the early beginnings of what would soon be an illustrious career. Rise to stardom. Mitzi Gaynor's career could be neatly divided into 2 central phases: her rise to fame in the 1950s with a series of movie musicals and her later triumphs in television, particularly during the 1970s. The former era saw her transform into one of Hollywood's golden stars, celebrated for her effervescence and undeniable screen presence. Though she was not widely known as a vocal powerhouse, Gaynor's performances sparkled with charm, grace, and her innate ability to entertain. One of her most memorable roles came in 1958, when she starred as Navy nurse Nellie Forbush in the big-screen adaptation of the Rodgers and Hammerstein musical South Pacific. Gaynor's portrayal of Nellie became legendary, and the character was forever associated with her. Starring alongside Rosamonda, who played French planter Émile Debec, and John Kerr as Lieutenant Cable, Gaynor left a lasting impression on audiences. While many in the cast had their voices dubbed, Gaynor performed her own singing, adding authenticity to her portrayal. Her rendition of the famous song, "I'm Gonna Wash That Man Right Out of My Hair," became particularly iconic, immortalizing the scene where she sings while joyfully scrubbing her hair with soap and water. This number became a signature moment in her career, emblematic of her bubbly and vibrant on-screen persona. Before South Pacific, Gaynor had already enjoyed considerable success. In 1957, a year before her star-making turn in South Pacific, she co-starred with Gene Kelly and Kay Kendall in the George Cukor-directed musical Love Girls. Her performance in this film further cemented her status as a musical star, showcasing her versatility as both an actress and a dancer. Love Girls, set in the world of a Parisian nightclub troupe, offered Gaynor a platform to demonstrate her physicality and comedic timing, elements that would become trademarks of her style. A breakthrough performer with distinct talent. Mitzi Gaynor's career in the 1950s saw her navigating a Hollywood that was teeming with talent. The era was marked by a golden age of musicals, and Gaynor quickly found her place among the genre's top stars. However, it wasn't just her physical appearance or dancing skills that set her apart. As noted by the New York Times, Gaynor possessed a brassy effervescence that made her stand out from her contemporaries. While she may not have had the vocal strength of some of her peers, her voice had enough charm and character to carry off glittering production numbers, making her performances memorable and endearing. Throughout the 1950s, Gaynor's image was that of an attractive, blonde leading lady whose youthful innocence was often complemented by a sense of knowing naftiness. This duality in her persona allowed her to appeal to a broad audience. She was both approachable and alluring, a wholesome yet glamorous star that embodied the optimism of post-war America. Transition to television and variety specials. As the 1960s approached, the era of big-screen musicals began to wane, but Mitzi Gaynor successfully transitioned her career to television, a medium that allowed her to shine in new ways. From 1967 to 1978, she starred in a groundbreaking series of variety specials that were broadcast annually. These specials were notable not only for Gaynor's performances, but also for their lavish production values, often featuring her in dazzling costumes designed by the legendary Bob Mackie. Gaynor's leggy dance numbers, paired with her high-energy delivery and Mackie's opulent designs, made these specials must-see television events. In these specials, Gaynor was able to demonstrate her full range as an entertainer. She sang, danced, and performed comedy sketches with a vivacity that kept audiences glued to their screens. Her television work became emblematic of her later career, allowing her to reassert herself as a force in entertainment even as her film roles became less frequent. It was in this period that Gaynor's personality shone brightest, as she embraced the larger-than-life aspects of television production and used them to full effect. Despite the changing entertainment landscape, Gaynor remained a relevant and beloved figure. Her stamina, both physical and emotional, was awe-inspiring. The New York Times captured this aspect of her in one of their articles, noting how her infectious energy and style found the perfect outlet in these television specials. Her brassy and bold performances, often defined by high-kicking dance routines and vibrant costume changes, cemented her status as an enduring entertainer. Personal life and legacy. Offstage, Gaynor led a relatively private life, though she was well known for her close friendships and her sharp sense of humor. By all accounts, she was a generous and warm individual who valued her relationships and took great joy in being surrounded by loved ones. Her dedication to her craft was only rivaled by her love for those closest to her, and this balance between her professional and personal life endeared her even more to her fans. Gaynor's legacy as a pioneering star in the entertainment industry is undeniable. She navigated the shifting tides of Hollywood and television with grace and style, continuously adapting and finding ways to reinvent herself. In her prime, she was one of the few female entertainers who could sing, dance, and act with equal proficiency, a triple threat whose talents transcended any single medium. As her career progressed, Gaynor received numerous accolades for her work. She became a beloved figure not only in Hollywood, but also in the hearts of millions of viewers who admired her versatility and resilience. She left behind an indelible mark on American entertainment, especially during a time when musicals and variety shows were at the forefront of popular culture. Final years and reflection on a life well lived. In her later years, Gaynor largely stepped back from the public eye, but remained a respected figure in the industry. She would occasionally make appearances at award shows or events celebrating the golden age of Hollywood, always exuding the same warmth and vivacity that had defined her career. In interviews, she often reflected fondly on her years in the spotlight, expressing gratitude for the opportunity she had been given and the experiences she had enjoyed. Mitzi Gaynor's passing at the age of 93 marks the end of an era for many who grew up watching her on screen and television. She was a symbol of a bygone era when musicals ruled Hollywood and variety specials were a staple of television entertainment. Her infectious energy, undeniable talent, and boundless charisma ensured that she would remain a beloved figure in the annals of entertainment history. Mitzi Gaynor is survived by her fans, who will continue to celebrate her legacy through the timeless performances she left behind. Whether as Nellie Forbush singing, "I'm Gonna Wash That Man Right Out of My Hair," or as the dynamic star of her dazzling television specials, Gaynor's star will continue to shine brightly for generations to come.